everyone, I'm Kimberly, Deel.
And I'm Deel.
And we're the groomers here at Demoiselle's Dog Grooming Parlor. And this week has been pretty busy for us, so we're going to do our video of the week now in the middle of the groom. And so this week we are going to be, for this week's video, we're going to be talking about fleas and what to do if your dog has fleas, how to prevent them, and you know, what to do to get rid of them, you know, just the facts about fleas. So we'll get right into it while I groom. This is Angel, and she just got out of the bath, and now we're working on getting her cleaned up. So we're gonna jump right into it.
So starting off, and one good way to tell that if your dog has fleas or cat, is, you know, usually they stay right here at the base of the tail or back here at the back of the neck, you know, usually where they can't get to. And they have like these little black specks on them, which is the flea poop, which is what feeds their babies when they hatch from their eggs. So that's basically their food supply. They usually, once you have them on the dog, you know, that it becomes a household problem. It can become a problem really fast and multiply very fast. Because the eggs and the larvae can be in your couches, your carpets, anywhere dark, in the baseboards. They can actually hide pretty much anywhere.
And that's another thing, people think if they get their pets, you know, a flea bath at the groomers or whatever, that now the problem's taken care of, and that's not the case. Because if you have carpet or, you know, bedding, furniture, the fleas have already gotten into all of that. So if you have fleas, you're going to want to, I shock you, you're going to want to get a treatment for your pet, whether it is you know, if they're infested, you're probably going to have to go to the vet. They have stuff they can get.
They have multiple things. They can have the liquid that you can put in between the shoulder blades here. And they also have pill forms of different things. You want to make sure that you get them treated at the vets, and go ahead and give them a bath, you know, to help treat what's on them if you know, if that's something else recommended. But also, one of the other main things that you want to do is get your home or the environment that the dogs have been on.
Inside and outside.
Yes, inside and out. Wash all the bedding that the pets sleep on.
Yep.
Their bedding, their personal bedding.
Your bedding.
Yes, your bedding.
Everything.
Everything. The couches, like even in under your cushions and stuff. You know, you want to make sure that you get all that done.
I mean, you can do that in a few different ways. I mean,
yes.
You know, you can balm the place. You can. What was that spray that you were talking
Knockout.
about? Knockout. Yeah. Which might honestly be.
I feel
more
it's better,
effective,
but you can do the bombs, but you know, you're gonna have to cover like most of, you know, your dishes and food and things like that, and you're gonna have to evacuate the house for several hours.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna have to come back in and wipe everything down.
So really, it might just be easier to go to your local vet, get some knockout, spray the place down while your pet is at the groomers getting treated for the fleas. And then afterwards, once you have all of that done, get a treatment for your dog, whether, like she said, whether it is, you know, something from your vet, a treatment from your vet, a Seresto collar, you know, you just want to make sure that you have some form of preventative on your pet so that it doesn't happen again.
But you might want to talk to your vet and see what's up to date and current, because, you know, when I worked in the vet's office, things changed all the time.
Heather was a vet tech for
like 9.5
years. So.
You know, whether, you know, representatives come in all the time, whether it was the pill form, it would be the best thing now, or, you know, then it got for a little while that the collars didn't work, or the liquid form right here. You know, you have to be careful how you do that, because you can't give a bath 3 days prior to putting it on, or 3 days after having a bath. So, because it actually works with the oils in the skin, that's how it works. So if you do it like 3 days before you get a bath, or if you just give a bath and then put it on, it's not going to work very effectively.
So you really, honestly, your best bet is to talk to your vet. You know, make an appointment, ask them what they would recommend. That's always the safest and best thing to do. And usually most effective because they're in that field they know what they're talking about. So
they're always up to date on what's new and what's better, and what's working and what's not, because they have to go through all kinds of things, and you know the representatives do, to get what's best. But like we said, like, fleas can be a nightmare. They can become a problem very fast. And then getting rid of them can be almost impossible at times.
The longer you wait,
the worse the problem gets, because they can lay up to several thousand eggs a day. And then once those start hatching, you're in trouble. So we want to make sure that, you know, your environment is treated as well as your dog. Yeah. Because what's left from getting treated in the environment, once they jump on the dog and bite them, if you get it preventative, it also helps kill them right away too.
Yeah. So there are plenty of options out there to take care of this. You know, just make sure that you do take care of it, because it can get out of control really fast, and then, you know, that can cause a lot of problems for your dog. So to avoid all of that, that's just your best bet right there.
And having a bad infestation, you know, you can feel the fleas jump on you or, you know, your family members, and they will bite, but they usually don't stay on humans because they don't have the body hair to hold on to that the fleas need.
Right.
So, you know, the animals are their preferred host, because for one, the blood that they have, I'm not quite sure, but they prefer that. They might bite you, but they're going to bite you once and jump off. The same flea usually doesn't bite you twice. Because they'll jump on you and jump right off because they don't have the body hair to hold on to. So these little guys are going to be their host, and you know, it can be very painful for them because they're always digging, because, you know, and some dogs have a flea allergy that it really bothers them to where they just dig and dig and dig after just one flea bite. Even though that they ain't got no fleas biting them at that time, they can still be itching from the flea bite that they had yesterday.
Yeah, so I mean, it can affect them for a while. It's not just like they just got bit. If they're, you know, scratching themselves, it could be a previous bite, and it's still
just like any allergies for anything.
Yeah.
But you just want to make sure that you get them treated, because it can affect your dog or a cat for a while, and it can just be very miserable for them and everyone involved.
Yeah. So it's kind of a little bit of information about fleas and how to treat them, what to do if you have fleas. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. We're here to help, and I guess just watch for us in the next video.